Greetings to everyone, and thank you for joining us from various corners of the world today. I hope you and your families are keeping well. I am Anis Ali, overseeing NRI products at ICICI Bank, and we are thrilled to have you with us for this webinar. Today, our focus will be on exploring the opportunities available for NRIs in GIFT City. GIFT City, also called the Gujarat International Finance Tech City, is India's first operational smart city and an international financial services center. With its unique tax benefits and regulatory framework, GIFT City opens up new avenues for international investments and financial activities, especially for NRIs. To help us navigate this complex topic, it's an honor to introduce our esteemed guest, Mr. Debottam De. Debottam is an alumnus of Christ College, Bangalore, and has been with ICICI Bank for the last 5.5 years. He has overall 15 years of banking experience, managing multiple products like remittance, NRI product, and digital banking. In his last assignment, he was heading the NRI product and process portfolio along with digital banking. He is now responsible for developing digital offerings for GIFT City and is based out of Gandhinagar, Gujarat. With this brief introduction, I now invite Debottam to take over and guide us through the session. So over to you, Debottam.
Thanks, Anis, for the introductions, and good morning and good afternoon to everyone, as I think people have joined from different time zone. So warm welcome to today's webinar on GIFT City, India's emerging global financial hub. I think most of us would have heard about GIFT City through press or through professional or personal circles. The purpose of today's session is to demystify GIFT City and highlight how it can be benefits for NRIs, both in their capacity as their individual as well as professional and entrepreneurs. Let us start today's topic. First, let's talk about what is GIFT City. Go to the first slide. Just a minute. So let's talk about what is GIFT City. GIFT City is India's first operational smart city International Financial Service Center, which is called IFSC, situated in between Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Before talking about GIFT City, it's important to understand purpose behind this important initiative, which has been developed by Government of Gujarat with support of Government of India. GIFT City was originally conceptualized by the Chief Minister of Gujarat and our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi as India gateway to rest of the world as well as the gateway of international capital to India. We all are aware that there is a lot of interest in terms of capital inflow in India, lot of which traditionally was routed through other jurisdictions like Mauritius, Singapore, Dubai, etc. The vision was initially was to onshore to offshore, which is to say that if capital ultimately bound for India, why can't it not come through India jurisdictions, thereby creating jobs, wealth within India? That's the really was the background to why GIFT was situated initially. Today, with the India emerging as a fifth largest economy, and globally it was soon become the third largest economy. Hence, it is needed to have home ground international financial center to compete with global centers like Singapore, UK, etc. Anshul, go to the next slide. Let's talk about what is GIFT City. Having understood the vision of GIFT City, the way to understand it is to think along two lines. First, GIFT City as a real estate development. Second, as a robust jurisdiction well with enabling legal and regulatory environment. Gift City spread across around 359 hectares, which is around 886 acre, of which 261 acres is a SEZ zone. It's integrated property that creates almost 62 million square feet of built-up area, including 67 commercial space, 22 residential space, and 11 community space. Broadly, three reasons for which gifts propositions are looking interesting. First, gift SEZ is outside the preview of FEMA. FEMA matlab foreign exchange management. Hence, all entities in Gift City do not deal with Indian rupee, but only in foreign currency such as USD, Euro, GBP, etc. Put simply, a bank branch in Gift City is like another foreign bank branch in overseas jurisdictions. It's called bank within bank. Secondly, other things make it special that unlike India, there are different regulators for different sectors like RBI for banking, SEBI for capital market, IRDA for your insurance, PFRDA for pension funds. Gift City IFSC has a separated and unified regulatory, namely IFSCA, International Financial Service Authority, which was set up under Act of Parliament in 2019 and established 2020 with the combined and regulatory power of supervisory power of four regulators in India: RBI, SEBI, IRDA, and PFRDA. Lastly, for entities licensed to operate in GIFT City, IFEC, there is a tax holiday for a period of 10 years out of the first 15 years. So now let's talk about the landscape of GIFT City. So as on date, more than 650 entities physically based in GIFT City. All those entities are classified into different ecosystem as visible on your screen. First comes a banking. There are almost 29 banks as on date presented in GIFT City, including major public sector and private sector banks with foreign banks. Around 11 foreign banks are there and one multilateral bank. Second comes in a capital market and bullion exchanges. GIFT SCZ has a robust capital market ecosystem comprising of three stock exchange, which includes subsidiaries of both NSE and BSE and India's only one bullion exchange. Beside, we have more than 70 brokers and dealers in GIFT City. Third come fund management. We have a large fund ecosystem with more than 120 alternative investment fund and more than 100 fund management entities. Fourth come insurance. There are approximately 14 insurance and reinsurance companies there in GIFT City. Fifth come the financial companies. It's including more than 25 aircraft leasing companies like Air India, Indigo, etc., and 12 shipping leasing companies. Then comes foreign university. So people will definitely ask that why foreign university? Because few foreign university also opened in their campus in GIFT City to produce right talent in GIFT. Apart from those, there are, of course, there is some fintech ecosystem is there and corporate treasury is there. And apart from that, global and regional treasury service like IOCL and ONGC also, they have created their ecosystem over there. GIFT also have more than 55 ancillary services provided offering legal and other consultancy services. Let's go move to business highlights. As I said, that the ecosystem is fairly well established. There are more than 650 entities which has registered in Gift City. Overall, the strength of 6,000 plus employees. The monthly turnover of international stock exchange in IFS is over $100 billion now. Total banking asset is more than 60 billion, and cumulative banking transactions 89 billion in first quarter of the financial year. Also, there are a lot of Indian companies whose foreign currency bonds are listed in various exchange in Gift City. To, and the cumulative underlying debit listing is about 60 billion. Okay, go to the next slide. Let's now talk about what services offered at Bank at Gift City. If you see banks, they have a overall ecosystem. There's a five ecosystems are there. More or less, most banks will be working on those five ecosystem. Mainly those large banks, they are working on those five ecosystems. So first is comes corporate banking, second is trade finance, third is retail banking, fourth capital market, and five treasury services. So let's talk about corporate banking. So corporate banking, they have a two product offering. One, of course, is a corporate finance, and second is the foreign currency account and remittance. So coming to the corporate finance, the Indian corporates could offer external commercial borrowings, which is called ECB from Gift City. The benefit of ECB are potentially lower cost of borrowings and diversification of lenders. Borrowing from IBU in Gift City has an added advantage of safe withholding taxes over the jurisdictions. Let's say there is a withholding taxes, so borrowing from any certain jurisdictions would be in between 10 to 15%, where same is zero in Gift City because India and Gift City jurisdictions both are same. Also, this Gift City is a relatively low cost jurisdictions. Then we could look at relatively smaller ticket size and granular transaction too. Secondly, there's a lot of Indian companies have overseas entities, joint venture, and own subsidiary. So we could offer foreign currency loan to their overseas group companies, irrespective of where they are based. Of course, there are requirements of credit and certain the policies are their bank, but it's fairly well priced, and it's much more easier for them, whether to long term or short term look in SBLC and LC. So now let's talk about the liability side of corporate banking. On liability side, we offer foreign currency current account. A lot of Indian corporates, they are set up in a foreign entities in overseas. But the issue is that when they wanted to open the account, they faced a lot of issues because of the different regulations of different geographies due to comfort level and different onboarding framework. But in Gift City, guideline for the current account openings are very similar to India. A lot of Indian corporates understand what is required in gifts to open account in Gift City. Few banks have also enabled almost all major currencies in Gift City like USD, Euro, GBP, CAD, what are the main currency for the entities of the based or in Gift City. It's not only the foreign currency account, but also INR accounts also which Gift City provide to the corporates, because those corporates and the fund house setups entities in Gift City require those accounts for their other purpose, like rupee OPEX like your lease, rental, salaries, and other operation expenses. The account is called SNRR, which is special non-resident rupee account. That is also something bank and apart from also offer apart from the FCI accounts. Let's come to the next ecosystem is a trade finance. India is, of course, becoming a very major player in global trade. That is something which is growing substantially. The vision of Gift City and IBU here to support all the Indian trade relation with the rest of the world. The aim of IBU is to make this customer most cost efficient and competitive in their respective market through easy access to lower cost of funding. Gift IBU has the product for both import and export financing. While all traditional products like buyer's credit, RA financing, export bill, negotiation, etc. are offered, IBU also offers import and export financing factoring products. These products enable working capital finance for importer and exporters in India. Now, coming to the next slide, which is on retail banking. So this, which is the one of the main topic for today's discussion, we have done one analysis. We believe that depending on the geographies, NRIs keep maybe 10 to 20% of their money in India. Rest 80% of their money they kept with high street banks in foreign locations. However, the interest rate of those banks are not very attractive, especially for savings and checking accounts. So now, why gift retail banking should boom? What is the reason for that? Of course, at the first point, first I'll say the key point is same currency with a high interest rate. Gift is a very well positioned for an option for NRIs to keep their money in India without necessarily converting that money into rupees. Thereby, gift savings account will help to avoid the risk of foreign exchange fluctuations. Also, if you can compare the interest rate with higher high street banks in overseas, the interest will be much more higher because of the cost of funding is little lesser over here. And we get a second comes on the flexibility in FDs. As we know, FCNR deposit is minimum for 1 year. And in India, if somebody wants to keep money, only FCNR FD is the option for customer to keep money in India. And the issue is that, of course, it's not very easily accessible. However, in gift, customer has the advantage of placing shorter term deposit. Tenure of the fixed deposit is from as low as 7 days to 39 months. And customer can open the deposit and bank account in 8 major currencies in a single bank. In addition to customer savings account and fixed deposit, banks also offer multiple investment options. NRI can invest in foreign currency through stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. They are allows to greater diversification of potentially higher return while avoiding risk of foreign exchange fluctuations. Second comes the tax advantages. The Indian governments offer tax benefit for investment made through gift in FDs and savings bank account. However, it is better to always discuss with your tax advisor or CA to understand a better on tax liabilities. Third comes the ease of repatriation. Funds invested in gift cities are easier to repatriate compared to NRE and NRO and NRE. This provides NRI with a greater flexibility to managing their finance without currency conversion risk. And the fourth comes on the infrastructure part. Gift City boosts world-class infrastructure and regulations, aiming to provide familiar or efficient investment experience for NRI customers and international financial market. So can you click on that, Anisali, that arrow? So let's talk about the what all you know options are available in NRIs and how it. I mean, how NRI can open those accounts. So of course, customer can open a bank account, invest in internal Indian and international stocks and bonds, participate in mutual fund and ETFs, set up a business units in Gift City. So one more thing I wanted to highlight as a regulator, which is IPSCA, they want that banks should go more and more digital way. So they are pushing all the financial institute to make sure that customers should do the transactions digitally. Hence, few bank has already started working on a digital enablement, like its onboarding, like its fixed deposits, like its bank statement, or the any of the mutual funds, or in any of the investment products. Everything banks are trying to do online. In fact, a few banks, like say that will like our bank also. So we are also working on some few ideas like offering a debit card and end-to-end digital banking, end-to-end digital onboarding for the customers. Now let's talk about the how customers sitting in abroad can open an account. There are two parts to it. If customer is a new to the bank, new to that particular bank, I'm talking about the parent bank which is in India. That point of time, of course, while customer is opening a NRI account, with the whatever documents customer is giving on an NRI account, with the same documents customer can open gift account as well without giving any single extra documents. So it's a very easy for customers to open an account. Also, for the existing customers is already having an account with parent bank, few banks are working on a complete digital solution where sitting in any part of the world, customer can go to their net banking, and with that existing whatever KYC is there with a parent bank, with that customer can open a gift account with a click of two or three clicks customer can open. So that kind of a easy access banks are working on to make sure that the customer should open their foreign currency account. So ultimately, why customer will come and open an account in Gift City? So let's say if customer is already having a savings bank account, which is a mainly is a INR account in India, for their foreign currency account with a one particular bank, the same bank customer can open a foreign currency account also. So when you talk about that, onshore of the offshore, the same apply where customer can easily maintain his foreign currency, INR, the same relationship manager, same kind of services customer can offer. Customer can get from the bank. That's something that's very unique kind of a proposition. And also, of course, customers get the interest rate, what is of course much more higher whatever customer is getting in currently their respective high street banks in different locations. So go to the next slide, Anusali. Let's come to the next ecosystem, which is capital market and custody ecosystem. Custody and capital market growing segment for Gift City, where customer has a complete suite of solution, which include depository participation, custodian services, professional clearing. Also, custody services outbound investment from Gift are available, like banking entities. IBU facilitates insurance issuance of bank guarantee and overdraft. Come to the next slide, Anjali. So, which is the fifth or the last ecosystem, which is a global market ecosystem. So, bank have enabled FX remittance, FX conversion across multiple currencies in Euro, GBP, CAD, JPY, etc. All the derivative solutions are possible: interest rate swaps, non-derivable forward, etc. Customer can also invest in foreign bond, including primary and secondary market. Come to the last slide. So here we are coming to the last slide of the presentation. So here we wanted to just tell you Gift City is a new financial hub with evolving regulations and framework. Hence, it's advisable to always stay updated on the policies, because we have seen every month we have seen a new circulars are coming. Every month we are getting a new kind of opportunity is getting open for the customers. The wider range of investment option in Gift Cities may require a greater understanding. Hence, it's always better to discuss with a financial advisor or your banks to understand how to invest in Gift. But I'm sure Gift present a promising avenue for NRI seeking investment in India, benefit more liberalized and financial environment. However, it's always better to have a careful research before doing any investment in Gift. So that's it from my side. Anisali, you can take over.
Sure. Great. Thank you so much, Tibatam. This was, quite informative and quite insightful. So I know with this actually opens up a lot of opportunities for NRIs in Gift City and making it truly an exciting prospect for the future growth. Now I will quickly move on to our Q&A session. So we have received questions from over 2,000 NRIs who are attending this webinar today. But given the time constraint, we won't be able to address all of them, but I'll try to cover some of the most common ones related to today's topic.
Sure.
Great. So the first question we have is, if you can kindly explain any added advantage of having an NRI deposit in Gift City, and what are the facilities for opening the account in Gift City?
I have already covered in my, of course, session. But again, first, of course, there is a flexibility where customer can invest in from 7 days to 20 39 months.
Correct.
And also the interest rate, which is of course is a more higher than that any of the high street banks.
Mhm.
And of course, again I said that if the customer is already having a INR account is a one particular bank,
Right.
it is easier for customer to maintain a foreign currency account also that particular bank, and then getting the same kind of a services.
Okay. Great. So the next question is it required to have a physical office in Gift City to open an account, and what are the regulatory license requirements?
So account opening, no, it is not required to come to Gift City, because any
Okay.
of the local branches
Mhm.
can help customer to open the account. Also, customer can open account digitally. Of course, that has not been enabled, but I mean, banks are working on that. Sitting any part of the world can open an account, and
Sure.
any investor wants to open uh, I mean, office in Gift City. Of course, there is a single window policies. They have to get in touch with IFSCA, and then of course, and from there they can take it forward.
Okay. Great. Great. So, what kind of an account can an NRI open?
So here it will be the foreign currency savings bank account, and it would be all those eight currencies. Customer can open the account, which is mainly as a euro, GBP, USD, CAD, SGD, HKD, AUD, and AED.
Okay. Okay. So basically, eight currencies is what the customer can
Yes,
open his account.
yes, yes.
Great. So, the next question is, while you have been already reiterating, is it possible to operate account through net banking?
Oh yeah, I mean this is something I think I should talk about that. There are a lot of banks. They are working on those digital enablement, and currently also banks are offering that customer can book fixed deposit through internet banking, take a bank statement. Also few other service requests also is working upon, and then definitely in next couple of months you will see that those banks are coming up with those solutions. But yes, internet banking is active for the customers.
Is okay. Great. And if you can also help us to understand what is the documentation part for opening an account in Gift City a little in detail, if you can help us.
Okay. Oh, it's a very good question because a lot of customers will have that anxiety. Look, already I'm having an account with one of the bank, and NRI accounts. The documents always it's little I'll not say stringent, but it is a little more lengthy than the resident account. But the
Correct.
best part is that in Gift City we do not require any extra documents. If any customer is opening an account in India, whatever
Mhm.
documents customer is giving with the same documents in Gift City, account can be opened, provided that account is active and the KYCs are up to date. Don't require
Okay.
any particular extra documents.
Okay. Okay. So there's no additional document
No,
required.
nothing.
Excellent. So our next question is for transferring fund from gift, what is the process?
So for the transferring fund, also, this is a very easy method. And a couple of banks, they have, enabled their outward repatriations, through internet banking. Customer can go and, through gift internet banking, customer can transfer do outward repatriation through the bank. They need
Right.
not to come to the branch or need not to depends on anybody. It's a very
Mhm.
easy way to customer just log into the internet banking and do the transfer.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you so much. So, and also if you can just, give us some insight on a debit card. Do we get a debit card in the account that we open, and what would be the denomination of this debit card?
Oh yeah, because that is one of the ask what I we have seen that of course very few, I mean few banks are working on a debit cards because it's easy to get money from across world. It is of course internet banking is there. Your outward repatriation can be done through internet banking, but it's a debit card. It's always can be used,
Mhm.
and all those debit cards would be available all those eight currencies.
Okay. Oh, great, great. Sure. Our next question, and I think this will be the last question for today's session, which is, as an NRI, can I invest in Gift City mutual funds in USD?
Oh yes. So banks will definitely help customer to give a right kind of a suggestion to basically where to invest and how to invest. But as you say that it's always better the customer to discuss with the bank or the any of the right financial advisor to make
Okay.
to invest in gift.
Okay. So as I understand, we cannot open an account in INR currency, all foreign currencies, the eight currencies that you mentioned. That
Yes,
is what we can open an account in.
absolutely, absolutely. For
Excellent.
INR, of course, in India, customer can open account.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Debuttam. This was a very insightful session. Once again, thank you for all your thoughts. And with this, we conclude today's session. We hope you found it valuable. A feedback form for today's session will appear on your screen shortly, and we would greatly appreciate if you could, take a moment to fill it out for us. In fact, this uh, your feedback helps us to ensure that our future sessions are even more insightful and tailored to your needs. So thank you very much for joining us today. We look forward to welcoming you again at our next webinar. Until then, please take care, stay safe, and remember, you can always bank on us. Thank you. Thank you, Dibata.
Thank you.